All right, everybody, welcome to BO Boys for Monday, October 6th. Fuck it, it's a Rafi. We're doing it live in studio. I'm Clayton.
Yeah, I'm Pat. So, Clayton, we may be pissing not into Voss water bottles this weekend on the BO Boys. We may be pissing on a grave of a dead movie star. That is what might happen based on the results of this weekend. Here's the headline. And no one else is going to think of this except the BO Boys.
Yeah.
Is this rock bottom? There's your headline for this episode. And go run with it. Entertainment reporters, use that as your headline. Whatever. We got a million of these.
Language is free.
Language is free. So let's plow. Let's plow on this rock bottom weekend of Friday, October 3rd, 2025.
Number one. Taylor Swift, the official release party of a Showgirl, the movie.
Yes.
Made $33 million in its first weekend. Number two, One Battle After Another made $11.1 million, down only 49%. No theater change. It's at $42.7 million in its second weekend of release. Whew. Number three. The Smashing Machine made $6 million in its first weekend of release. Number four, Gabby's Dollhouse, the movie. $5.2 million, down 62%. It added 7 theaters. It's at $21.6 million in its second weekend. And number five, The Conjuring, Last Rites, made $4 million, down 40%. It lost 330 theaters. It's at $167.8 million in its fifth weekend of release. Now, do we want to go down to number 9?
9. Okay, let's go to number 9.
We're going to take a stop at number 9, and then we're going to go down a little bit more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But number 9, Good Boy, $2.2 million in only 1,650 theaters in its first weekend. But listen, we're burying a movie star, but we're also draining a lake. Because, let's see, 10, 11, 12, unlucky number 13, Bone Lake from Bleecker Street, 828.5 thousand.
Total.
Not
a per screen average. This is a total.
It made under $1 million.
Wow.
In its first week.
Wow. So Bone Lake was a Playmobil the movie situation. This is how bad so last episode we on the preview talked about would the marketing campaign fool people into thinking this was a porno. It is clear now. The results are in. The public knew Bone Lake would not be a porno.
Yeah.
They knew, which, nowadays we sort of question the intelligence maybe of the populace, but this was a referendum.
The media literacy.
Yes, the media literacy, and they passed this weekend.
Yeah.
Because people correctly figured out ahead of time that Bone Lake was not a porno and treated it thusly.
Yeah.
This is a movie that I think no one will ever think of ever again.
No.
After this weekend. The posters, yes. The posters year
dorm room. Now. I feel like those will be on like dorm room walls.
Yes. Finally the Taxi Driver poster comes down.
I think so.
To be replaced by the Bone
Although,
Lake poster.
You know what? Honestly,
Reservoir Dogs, are you putting a Bone Lake poster, folding it finally over your Reservoir Dogs poster?
I will say though, so few men are going to college anymore that maybe it won't ever be. I mean, I think you're going to see the death of, Bone Lake is going to be a poster that could have, if, men were
still being educated
or had any inclination to become educated.
Right. Why would they need to be educated when you have Jordan Peterson podcasts that you could listen to? That is the new education.
Yes. So they may have.
Do men put up movie posters behind them when they listen to The New College, which is a Jordan Peterson podcast?
Maybe. Who knows? I
Maybe.
mean, I'd love to. I was going to say I'd love to see their bedrooms, but I wouldn't.
No.
I would actually loathe to see them.
So Bone Lake didn't work in the horror space.
No.
But can we say that Good Boy did? It cracked the top 10, and based on its theater count, it's looking like a successful first limited weekend. Did it hit 1,000 theaters? Did Chris Clemmer, the Compact Critic, who has to see every movie that opens in 1,000 theaters, it went over 1,000 theaters.
Yeah.
So he did have to see this Good Boy.
1,650. He had to see The Good Boy. And I wouldn't say he had to. This is getting pretty good reviews.
Yeah. So right now, we have not seen this film yet, so we do not know the answer as to whether the dog died. Chris Clemmer knows that answer because he had to see this movie.
If he's doing what he said he would do.
Right. So right now, we live in a world in which Chris Clemmer knows if the dog is alive or not.
Mm-hmm.
And we will not text him. Well, listen, we could do that right now, not to say the power that we wield in our hands, but we could text him right now and find out. We won't do that.
No.
So, dogs are bigger than lakes, we could say, in this moment. Maybe not forever. If you are and I know the rights are tied up in all kinds of litigation, but if you are the rights owners of part of the Friday the 13th / Jason IP,
okay,
does the opening weekend disaster of Bone Lake make you feel nervous because a huge part of your IP is Camp Crystal Lake, is the lake where Jason was drowned in? Is that now a huge problem for the Friday the 13th / Jason IP owner?
Yeah, I think so because, again, we're talking about media literacy, but there's bones in that lake because there's dead bodies in that lake. I mean, Jason killed so many campers that and he killed them in the lake, so their bones are in that lake.
Yeah.
So technically, Crystal Lake is a bone lake. So, I mean, if you put that together, which who knows if people will.
They should.
They should.
We are. Obviously, we are who we are.
Yeah.
But
we are who we thought we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are who we thought we are. We are who you, and I'm looking directly into camera because we are YouTubers. Hey, guys. We are who you thought we are.
Yeah.
But other people should be able to make that connection, too.
Yeah.
Bones in the lake, Bone Lake bombed. Do I ever want to see another Jason movie? Isn't the name, and I know we're not the Streamo Boys, but they talk about this a lot on the great New Flesh podcast hosted by our chief horror correspondent, Brett. There's going to be this Streamo show from the Friday the 13th franchise. I think it's called, is it called Crystal Lake?
Oh, yeah, because they have the rights to that.
So, right. They don't have their, is it?
And it's how everybody wanted to see Jason as a young boy that isn't murdering anybody.
Yes.
It's what we've all been clamoring for.
We always, kids dress up every Halloween as Jason, the young boy who gets picked on.
Yeah.
And doesn't kill anyone.
So their parents would, buy them. Their mom would go out and buy them a hockey mask and a machete.
Yeah.
And like
a rag.
Yeah. And they'd be like, well, I guess I have to now dress as the lesser Jason, which is the Jason that kills campers.
Yes.
I really just want to be regular young Jason who gets bullied.
Yes, and who has to deal with his troubled mother.
Yes, and like finally they're getting what they've always wanted.
Yeah.
That's not you ruined my childhood. That's you've saved my childhood.
Right. But now that franchise, because of Bone Lake, and I want to say Boner Lake, but we all know it was not a porno.
Yeah.
It's got a real stench on it because the lakes are looking bad. What about Bones? I saw a movie today, and one of the trailers was the 28 Days Later sequel called 28 Days Later, colon.
I feel like it's a roughie. We're doing it live. Keeping the sneezes in. Not a variant.
No. This is one of the old. You have original OG COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we want to make that clear. Clayton would only be spreading OG COVID, not a new variant.
Yes.
So 28 Days Later, colon, the Bone City. That is the name of this movie.
No, isn't it Bone Tower?
Temple, Bone Temple, not the Bone City. Yeah. That's a porno that I watched earlier this morning. The boat.
It's because you're toggling between like a movie and a porn tab, which is yeah.
But it's called The Bone Temple. Is that movie? Or if you're a producer of 28 Days Later,
it's cooked.
It's cooked, right? Because Bone Lake bombed, and now you've got this movie coming out with the word bone in it.
Yeah. I think that movie is going to do terribly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Number one at the movies this weekend was Taylor Swift : the official release party of a Showgirl : the movie. 33 million. Now, we're not going to actually spend a lot of time on this movie. I think less time than we spent on Bone Lake, because next episode, she was supposed to be on this episode, but we have a Taylor Swift expert, famous expert, that was going to be on. Right now, it's looking like next episode. So we really got to focus our Taylor talk then.
And let me just say, because we haven't announced it.
Yeah.
And just the way that Taylor Swift only gave very little time beforehand to announce this release, I'm announcing that we are officially in Startober.
We're on Startober. Today is October 5th, the day we tape this. We are into Startober.
Yes.
It is here.
So Star Member was last month.
Yes.
And it was spectacular.
Oh my God. But it will be dwarfed by Startober.
People will shit on Star Member.
Yes, as they should after what happens in Startober.
Yeah.
And we're, this is the episode where we announce it. It officially begins in earnest on our next episode. Taylor Swift expert. We won't say who it is, but let's just say, if you love Taylor, watch this episode.
Yes. Watch this episode.
Watch this episode for Taylor.
Yeah.
So we'll cover a lot of Taylor Swift movie in the next episode. I mean, all I'll say is 33 million. It's less than we were predicting. And obviously, this wasn't going to be the Eras Tour, the movie. It's completely different. Just
less of a run up for it. Like I said, I mean, it was everywhere, obviously, but there was like no real poster standees in the theaters. It was all sort of other media telling you to go and see this and do this.
Did this feel light to you, or the 33 million feels like, okay, this was found money. This is a 90 minutes of lyric videos and
of course this is found money. 33 million in real actual money for something that you could have put on a YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yeah, of course. This is crazy for theaters. Theaters,
this is a huge
For theaters,
win.
This is great. For cinema, that's a debate.
Well,
so we'll have an expert to debate.
Yeah, and the next episode, I think, we'll have the referendum with this expert. And again, if you love or hate Taylor, watch the next episode.
Yes.
So, like Taylor Swift, who is the queen of dropping clues, we just dropped some clues there.
Yeah.
Next episode, we'll talk about this movie as a referendum on the state of Taylor Swift's popularity. But for theaters, yes, this is a slam doink that you basically just dropped a YouTube playlist into theaters and $33 million showed up.
Yeah.
I did not see this film this weekend, but I did get some boots on the ground reports from the nieces who did go see it with a group of friends and some moms. I instead of going to that, I hung out with my nieces this weekend, but they went to go see the Taylor Swift movie. I took my mom, of course, one of our great all-time guests.
Mama Stango.
Took her to see One Battle After Another. So that's what I did today. But they went to go see Taylor Swift.
Did you see it in VistaVision?
We did not see it in VistaVision.
Okay.
We saw it in a total non-PLF format. 4 stars from my mom.
Okay.
As of now, she's fully on. She's fully a film bro. This is the movie of the decade.
Yeah.
PTA has to get his Oscar. She's all in. But I did get boots on the ground from the nieces after they saw it this morning. They loved it. But I asked, was there singing along? And they did say, people were reading it and singing, but we didn't know the song.
That's because it was a release party.
It was a release party.
Yeah.
And one of the nieces had listened to the album all the way through about 3 times prior to seeing this. But it is different than the Eras Tour songs, which they had committed to memory before they went to the movie theater.
Yeah. So it's a different, well, because this was about incentivizing people to purchase the album. That's what this was meant for. But of course, again, we're not going to talk about this because we have a guest. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. Let's just say this podcast is about to reach new heights. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all you're going to say. Yes. And was there a clue there? I don't know.
I just say things.
Yeah.
Listen, we got to fill up.
I mean, listen, Kel C, if that was a clue.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
So, huge guest on the next episode for Startober. Did Taylor Swift end The Rock's career this weekend as a movie star? Let's get into this smashing machine because this is the story of the weekend.
This is his lowest opening ever for a star vehicle for him.
Ever.
Yes.
That is
star vehicle.
Yeah. Okay. So not counting like a Be Cool, although I'm sure Be Cool must have opened to bigger than this.
I think so.
And what is the Southland Tales?
Southland Tales, but they didn't star him.
Didn't star him. So this is a rock star vehicle. He was promoting this heavy. And I get that this is not a blockbuster action movie, but $6 million for this movie is a disaster.
So I've been very hard on A24.
Yeah.
And I am not going to be hard on them.
Wow.
Because they promoted the ever-living crap out of this movie, as they should have, right? They had the, boxing machine in theater lobbies.
Yep.
This commercial was everywhere.
Yes.
I was watching Atomic Abe on YouTube.
Yep.
Commercial comes up, smashing machine.
Yep. So during the episode about the backdoor pilots from Growing Pains on Atomic Abe, smashing machine commercials up the wazoo.
I might have been doing a little pre-research in case this biopic happened.
But it wouldn't be covering that part of this actor's life. It
would influence. I don't want to talk about my process right now.
Right,
okay.
Right. You don't want to talk about your back dues, and you don't want to talk about your acting process.
I don't want to talk about my process because then it just becomes like then we're in Daniel Day-Lewis, situation and
right. And I'm not James Lipton. I really don't want to know.
No. Although now he is promoting his son's movie, so he's doing everything that you would never expect him to do. So he's like sitting between Rhett and Link eating, different Kit Kats from around the world or whatever shit his son had him do.
Right.
Completely demeaning himself.
Yeah.
Out of the love for his son.
Yeah.
Right?
And you're talking about Daniel Day-Lewis, not James Lipton.
No, I'm talking about Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes. Okay.
James Lipton, unfortunately, has passed.
The Rock, A24. You're saying that A24 promoted the heck out of this movie.
Yeah, right? I mean, didn't you see this everywhere? Like, this was during football.
It was
I saw
everywhere.
the Smashing Machine during football.
This trailer has been playing for months.
Yes.
People knew this was coming.
Yes.
And they did not want it.
Yes.
And what do you think it was that they did not want? Is it the MMA angle? I mean, let's start. We're going to get to The Rock. Is MMA, which obviously is the new national pastime, it's bigger than baseball ever was. It's, apple pie and MMA, that's America. When it really comes down to, do people not give a crap about this beyond the super fans?
Yeah, I think, I think the general movie-going audience, like people who would see a movie like this, which even though it was about people smashing each other's faces in, or at least a guy who smashed other people's faces in, it's an arty movie, Like it's A24. A24 says art to the UFC people, even though they don't know that they do crap like Death of a Unicorn and stuff like that. They're thinking Woodshock. I mean, they're like, oh, the studio that did Woodshock,
right.
And I hate to be crass, but I was crass for YouTube.
Yeah, because we are YouTubers. Hey, guys.
And we're not monetized yet, so I can do this all day.
Yeah, so sometimes for the YouTube audience, we'll do
that. But once we reach a certain number of subscribers, we don't do that anymore.
100%, yeah. And it will go back to being it's a raw feed.
Of course.
Yeah. So that is interesting that the MMA audience saw this as an A24 art film and had no interest to probably it angered them that an A24 art film exists at all.
About the thing they love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Is this a different situation if this was Sly Stallone playing it in a film written and directed by Sly Stallone? And you're selling that to the MMA audience.
Well, it's hard to think.
And it's not A24. I don't know what studio it would have
Lionsgate.
to be. Yes, it's a Lionsgate release.
Oh, it makes more than 6. Oh, 100%. Okay, the Tulsa King?
Yeah.
I mean, that's how a lot of people know him.
Right.
We know him, of course, as Rocky.
Right.
We know him as Rambo.
Right. But he is the Tulsa King to people nowadays.
Yeah, and so he's going to be an MMA fighter.
Right.
In a movie where he's smashing faces.
Right.
Like, I think that definitely does it make 10 million? No. But it makes more than 6 million.
Yeah.
For sure.
So the fan base for this sport was already had their broken noses turned up because this was an art film, The Smashing Machine.
And then the art film community smells what The Rock is cooking.
Yep.
And it's hack shit.
Yeah.
Right? So they're like it's Mama Stango. Like Mama Stango, they're PTA bros. I mean, they're on Letterboxd talking about who's better, Tarantino or PTA. They don't have time for this, Oscar bid by The Rock, who is all of a sudden being like, hey, I'm doing art movies now, so give me all the accolades.
Right.
Sorry, bro.
It did that.
I think the desperation also.
Well, this was so The Rock in the lead up to this kept talking about how I haven't had a chance to act in so long, and now I got to act, and
as if it was his choice. Like, as if it wasn't his choice to do that.
Right. He had to do Hobbs and Shaw by law. And The Rock has been going around not even really doing... It's been sort of a mea culpa tour, but it's been a woe is me tour of I haven't been able to act, but now I could act. And so obviously desperate for the Oscar that people didn't want to be part of what seemed to be almost a charity case movie.
Yeah. Although I don't know if it's... I think this is funny because I think he's manipulating because obviously he's a talented performer in the sense that he can manipulate crowds. Like, obviously, as a WWE superstar, he manipulates the crowd like no other.
I mean,
right?
the final boss role has been the best acting he's done in the last 20 years.
I think the thing, too, it's like he has sort of groveled a little bit, but only enough that he still felt like in control of his destiny when it came to this Oscar thing, as if a slot in Best Actor was his, and he just needed to take it. Like, I do think there is a level of entitlement, even in this behavior of weeping at at the festivals.
At the standing ovation.
Yeah.
He wept.
He wept uncontrollably. Like, he lost his shit. Like, and
they never panned. I've seen footage of him weeping in the balcony at that festival in Venice. I did see it from another angle, finally, where they do pan down to the crowd underneath, and they are all holding glass water bottles
Oh, okay.
to catch the tears.
Okay.
Because he wanted that afterwards.
He wanted that, yeah. And so I think there is that level of, like, people didn't want to be manipulated by him. to be manipulated into all of a sudden you do one movie that's not a absolute total piece of garbage.
Right.
Or like a franchise movie where you claim to be the reason why it does well when we all know it was Vin the whole time.
Okay. I mean, listen, I'm not in the bag for Vin the way you are. But you have been from day one. You've always taken
Vin is the auteur of that.
You have always taken the side.
Of that franchise. He is the glue that binds the family together.
You've always been anti the Rock as franchise Viagra theory. That The Rock himself did popularize that theory, and that phrase was invented by him.
Of course, right? Yes.
But I agree. I do think audiences looked at this movie as not even a movie to watch, but as this should have been called Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's Oscar Bid.
Yeah.
Like that is really what this movie...
It should have been called Oscar Bait.
It should have been called Oscar Bait, and I think audiences felt it being promoted as that and not as the story of this guy we've never heard of, because who gives a shit about this? There's like 3 MMA fighters that people have really actually ever heard of at a mainstream level, and it's not one of them.
Yes.
So they looked at this movie as, do you want to go see The Rock's Oscar Bid movie?
Yeah. And there was a resounding no.
Yeah.
Right? Because then also the art community, they don't care about MMA. They think that, it's terrible.
Right.
And they would rather do anything than watch anything involving that, right?
Well,
so and then there's the Safdie situation.
Yeah.
Which is the general public could give 2 sneezes about the Safdies at all. Because they don't know who the Safdies are.
Yes.
But the dedicated letterbox bros,
like my mom,
love the Safdies together. And I think there could be. I don't want to be a conspiracy guy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And this makes me fearful for Marty Supreme. Is that are the letterbox bros trying to sabotage the Safdies separately?
Oh, wow.
So they have to reunite.
Wow. Okay.
And get the follow-up to Uncut Gems that they think they deserve.
Right. It's the Marty Supreme situation. I have heard rumors now, because we are Coastal Elites. We're in New York. The New York Film Festival is happening. There's, I think this Wednesday or Thursday, there's scheduled to be a surprise drop movie. And the rumor is immediately that it's going to be Marty Supreme, which is not scheduled for any festivals, but
yes,
that is the rumor where that movie is about to drop as a surprise New York Film Festival. I've been still feeling like this could be a huge movie. I mean, huge at that A24 level.
It's Timmy and Gwyneth Paltrow coming back.
Right. But if that does bomb, then I do think there is really something to your theory that the audience actively has been trying to pull a Beastie Boys and sabotage their separate movies so that they have to come together.
Listen, all y'all. So I was seeing I was seeing the photos of Benny, who was the director of this one, right?
Yeah.
Benny Safdie.
Yeah.
Was at the greatest theater in the world.
AMC Lincoln, yeah.
He had the lunch board or whatever. What is that called? The
sandwich board?
Sandwich board. I'm
sandwich
sorry.
Board,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, you could put the 2 and 2 together. Most people have sandwiches for lunch. I have a salad.
Wearing it like Bruce Willis in Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Yeah, but it had a different message. It had a poster of the Smashing Machine, and he was walking around in the lobby. No, I thought, listen, I am not shitting on it.
Okay.
I thought that was fun. I thought it was endearing.
Yeah.
Now, I thought it was endearing before I saw these numbers.
Right.
Now I think A24 called him and said, hey, bozo.
Yeah.
Go drum up business. I mean, so you're going to have the director of Uncut Gems, one of the directors of Uncut Gems, basically doing what comedians do in The Village.
Yeah, or in Saudi Arabia.
To drum up business by saying, hey, check it out.
Yeah.
Comics from Premium Blend, comics from Chappelle Show.
Yes.
Comics from
Lounge Lizard.
Lounge Lizards, right?
Yeah.
Like
Shorty's watching Shorties.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then you're getting either DePaulo
or
well,
Patrice.
you're getting who you're getting then at that point.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
DePaulo because
Yeah.
Patrice. God,
Can't
we're
make
talking
the
about
show,
so many people who've passed.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in the water right now, but I think that was A24 being like, you need to go drum up business, bro.
Yeah. Because we've got the advanced numbers, and I mean,
like he probably had a stack of pamphlets he had to hand out, and if he showed up with some left, or if they find a trash can around the AMC Lincoln full of those pamphlets, then his butt is grass.
Yeah. Do you think when this is Benny Safdie, right?
I believe so. I hope so, because I said it like several times.
Yeah, I think it is Benny. So when Benny Safdie had to walk around with a sandwich board, not with the same wording that was on the sandwich board in Die Hard with Vengeance, but when he had to walk around with a sandwich board with a poster for his movie and he's handing out pamphlets, do you think on the back of the pamphlets he had to initial his name so that when people came in with one of the pamphlets, they could say, okay, this was Benny got this person, Benny got this person, Benny got this person.
Yeah.
Listen,
because he was out there, he was probably out there like, actors from
Jungle Cruise, Jumanji: The Next Level. Yeah. Which this is the reteaming of The Rock and Emily Blunt from Jungle Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
And I did not see that angle played up at all in the lead up. And that would have at least been something that a person in the general public could connect to more than come help The Rock turn his career around.
Yes.
That's what they were selling in this movie.
Yes.
At least then say, hey, we're reteaming the two actors that you liked in Jungle Cruise, which did okay in the COVID summer 4 years ago.
And
at least
The
that
Rock,
would have been something.
And The Rock wasn't the actor who yelled at Emily Blunt.
Yeah. I mean,
or he was, who knows? And now she can finally say it when this bombs.
Yeah.
She can say, guess what? It was him.
Yeah.
And he made me hold a hot Voss water bottle because a PA ran off and got sick because of the smell.
Yes. So that would have been something.
Yeah.
To sell this movie. And they just sold it as, come see The Rock try to act for the first time in 25 years.
I mean, this thing was tracking at 20.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, that wasn't real. That was more, this could be something.
Well, it was tracking at that point. Obviously, the closer you get, the more accurate the tracking will be. The Taylor Swift movie did drop. The announcement of it dropped after the point when it looked like it was 20. I don't know what the Taylor Swift effect was on The Rock, but it wasn't zero. It definitely, like we've talked about, definitely gobbled up the attention.
But here's what I'm going to say.
Not the same audience, but
it's not the same audience. And here's what I'm going to say: the person who suffered the most because of Taylor is Gabby.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a disastrous drop. 60% drop. Yeah.
She strangled Gabby.
Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely like a Taylor versus Gabby argument you can make. Yeah. And we won't get into all of the different things about that.
Right.
But that was who suffered the most. I really think there is almost zero crossover here. The difference, the thing that made the difference is that the event movie was Taylor when this was supposed to be the event movie. It wasn't about audiences who like wanted to see both. It was that audiences were like, oh, there's just going to be a bunch of Swifties at the theater. It's not worth me going to see this Smashing Machine.
Okay,
I think there's a level of that too.
Yeah. Of just, let me just stand clear.
I'm going to stand clear of the Swiftie stuff because I don't think there's a crossover between Letterboxd Bros, A24 fans, and Taylor Swift fans.
Well, there's definitely a crossover in the potential audience that Smashing Machine had and the One Battle After Another audience.
Yes, and they made a decision, and their decision was One Battle.
And
because that dropped less than 50%.
it dropped 49%. Listen, that hold was very solid.
Yes.
It is not the hold that you would have hoped this movie could have had. If you thought One Battle was going to break out and be something that could get itself to like 120 domestic.
It's doing better than Killers.
It is doing better than
It's not going
Killers
to do
and Farmer.
120. It was never going to do 120.
Well, there was a world in which if this had dropped 35%, 30%, then you could say, okay, people really are excited about this movie. I don't think we're seeing that right now.
I mean, but also, this guy's never made a movie that made this much money ever.
Yes.
So I think.
But
I'm
just saying there's the scenario in which it's a Leo movie, an action movie where the adults made this an event movie, and I don't think we're seeing that with a second weekend 49% drop. People obviously like this movie a lot.
Yeah.
It's doing really well for what the theme of it is and all that. But we would have liked to see this hold at a Sinners. I mean, a Sinners level would have been crazy because that hold was 90% hold.
Yeah, it was nuts.
Basically. But we're not getting the
silly.
Yeah, it's not. We're not getting a silly second weekend. But One Battle definitely cannibalized that audience.
Yes, that was the one. I mean, so it's Taylor versus Gabby.
Yeah,
and it was One Battle against Smashing Machine, and they won.
Do you think that we will get a diss track from Gabby of Gabby's Dollhouse against Taylor Swift?
I mean, so play Taylor's game?
Yeah, play Taylor's game. What is the bigger feud this weekend? Taylor versus supposedly, and we'll ask our Taylor expert. So if you want to know about Taylor, watch the next episode.
Yeah.
Take us to great heights. But
New heights.
New heights is the clue. Maybe. Who knows?
It's not going to be
It's not Postal Service.
It's not the Postal Service.
So Charlie XCX and Taylor, they had their thing supposedly this weekend.
They had their thing. Somebody had a thing against Charlie XCX.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll ask our expert.
All right.
Is the Taylor versus Gabby's Dollhouse going to be the bigger feud this year?
I don't know what Gabby's access to musical instruments is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know, like, the layout of the dollhouse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what her abilities are singing-wise.
Yeah. I bet you there's a guitar in that dollhouse somewhere. There always is at least one little instrument.
Yeah, so who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe she comes out with a, like, hit 'em up, like Tupac did.
Mm-hmm.
Gabby's version of hit 'em up.
Hope it works out better for Gabby in that situation. So, The Rock as a movie star. We got this email from Matt in Maine. So, Matt in Maine, subject, The Rock is no longer a star. And he says, the people have spoken. The Rock is no longer a star. What an abysmal showing at the box office. I saw so many ads for the Smashing Machine this fall. By far the most of any movie, so it wasn't for a lack of promotion on A24's part. The Rock just isn't a butts in the seats guy. How the mighty have fallen, Matt in Maine. So,
yeah, I think, and I think, we're talking mostly about The Rock this episode.
mm-hmm.
I think we are even almost underplaying how devastating this is for Rock's career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, where does he even go? Because his big budget, like, DC, like, superhero, done. And I know that's like a dead, almost a dead genre, because unless they cast him as Batman or Spider-Man or Deadpool, no one's going to give a crap or a toss anyway.
Right.
So he doesn't have he's not going to be able to do any sort of superhero character because those movies are not going to happen.
Yeah.
And the sort of action movie he could do would be maybe at the Statham level, but Statham has that cornered. Like, would you rather see Statham or Gary Butler in that form of action movie or The Rock?
Well, and also, if The Rock is falling to that level of showbiz, because he could really downgrade to that level of action movie, but that is a true admission that he is done as a global superstar.
Yes.
He is doing Beekeeper, and we love The Beekeeper.
Oh, yeah.
And The Beekeeper did great at the box office. But if he's doing that level of action movie, Jerry Butler plane level movie.
Greenland 2. Coming soon.
Is it really?
Yeah, sequel.
Wow.
Very excited.
Great. That was a great movie.
That was a really great movie.
A lot of talk about is One Battle After Another the best movie of the decade, which is 2020 on. I think Greenland is the other one that's in that conversation.
Yeah.
Red Rocket, Greenland, and One Battle. Those are your is this the best movie of the decade? If The Rock is, though, in that sphere of action movie, which he might be as far as action movies, then
he's lost.
He's lost.
Yeah.
And we've seen The Rock when he was crying at the film festival. He is trimmed down. He is svelte. Looks great. Good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Staying healthy.
Ozempic.
Sure. But whatever you got to do.
No judgment.
But that is also clearly he is the age that he is. You cannot play Hobbs and or Shaw, whichever one he is. You can't play that forever. He knows that. The Smashing Machine was supposed to be his turn into, I could act in real movies again.
Yeah.
And still be a star.
Yeah.
And this bombing so hard out of the gate, is that still an avenue that anyone's going to want him for? Because if his name value doesn't bring you box office, then will these directors at that level want to use him in real movies?
Well, because I was texting. We were obviously texting each other this weekend because we couldn't be at BOHQ. Mm-hmm. But that Scorsese Rock movie is off the table.
You think Scorsese saw these numbers,
yes,
listened to this episode?
Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
The Rock is not a great enough actor to make it worth him being in that role.
Right.
And also, Scorsese still needs to get funding. He needs someone to pay to make a movie that's going to make box office, and The Rock would hinder that.
Right.
The Rock wouldn't not just not help.
Right.
He would hurt it.
Oh.
So who's having the best week ever?
Oh, I know who you're going to say, but I say it.
Do you actually know?
I think I do
Say
know.
who it is.
Is it Dave Bautista?
Well, okay.
Okay, so it's not.
It is Dave Bautista.
Well,
okay.
if you're saying best week ever, if that's a clue, is it Michael Ian Black?
No, but I will say, let's stay on Bautista for a second.
Okay.
Bautista got a stay of execution because he has been doing some crappy movies.
Yeah.
So now
he's sub Jerry Butler level action movie.
But
he's
he
Redbox,
will.
Yeah.
But he will not be beaten by The Rock when it comes to Oscar nominations. First there, Rock will never get one. Batista needs to step up his game to get one.
Yes.
And I do believe he will, but he needs to start doing it now.
Yes. Well, when you look at the two of them and why I thought you were going to say Batista's the winner here is that these prestige directors, when they're looking to cast that type of role that someone like a Dave Bautista or The Rock could play, Dave Bautista, of course, is the better actor, but you'd want to cast The Rock because, okay, he could get me more funding than Dave Bautista.
Yes.
If that now isn't the case,
then it's Bautista all day.
Then you might as well just cast Bautista because
these
auteur directors, they love Bautista.
Yes. They'd want Bautista, but the money people were saying, Dwayne,
right.
The Rock,
but
Rock,
now if the money
Johnson,
people are
Johnson.
just don't care either way.
He's dead. The Rock is dead to the money people.
Wow.
Right. So those financiers he was talking to about Black Adam and how it would make money in downstream.
Yeah.
Aren't answering their calls.
Wow. The Rock's financiers no longer answer.
Lost the number.
Calls. Wow.
Lost the number. But
who was your winner? Who's having the best week ever? If it's not Dave Bautista and it's not Michael Ian Black, who is it?
Lala's husband.
Oh, wow. That guy. What is his name again?
Doesn't matter. But he's thinking, I might get to work with The Rock.
Yes.
You know who else is having a great weekend? Chad Michael Murray.
Yep.
Because he's thinking, I could co-star with The Rock.
Yeah. You know who else is having the best week ever then?
Tell me.
Croatia. Because they're thinking The Rock's going to start
coming.
filming here to be in a Chad Michael Murray two-hander produced by the guy who used to be married to Lala from Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, Oh, they split?
I think they've tried to work it out, but I don't think it's going to happen.
That's the worst tragedy we've talked about all episode.
Yes, 100%. This is it for The Rock. I kind of agree. Well, is there? Because the movie is bombing. 6 million. Next weekend it'll make
DOA.
1 or 2 million. BO is DOA.
This is terrible.
DOA. Will he have any shot? Because if he gets an Oscar nom, this project is a win.
No shot.
But do you think now, okay, he has no shot to get the nom because the box office was so bad?
Box office is so bad. And also, I think people don't, in the industry, he doesn't make money for them anymore.
Yeah.
He's arrogant. So why would they like him?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Stallone is a screenwriter. He's written some great scripts.
Yes.
Right? Acted in great films.
Yes.
And they snubbed him.
Yeah.
Because he's a dick.
Yes.
The Rock is not even close to the writer that Stallone is.
No.
Not even close to the actor that Stallone is, if we're being honest.
No.
And he's a dick.
Yeah.
So why would you want to nominate him?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is a popularity contest, and he is at the lowest level of his popularity.
Yeah. Yeah. So I agree. I don't think that nomination is real anymore. If it did happen, I think then, box office aside, the project is a win for him. When it doesn't happen, and it won't, then this is a full-on disaster for The Rock. Even though he is getting good notices in it, I got a boots on the ground report from I don't want to say who exactly, but possibly the leader of the Democratic Party. I won't go further than that. Saw this film, thumbs down on the film.
Okay.
Said the film was boring.
Wasn't woke enough.
Said The Rock, it never could be.
Okay.
But said that The Rock was good in it. And that's generally what you're hearing. The Rock is good in this movie. The reviews on the movie are middle to thumbs down.
Yeah.
So it's not really going to do anything for him in terms of getting other roles like this.
And I do want, I don't ever do this. You do this. You like to do this because this is your thing. But I don't like to do
Can I set you up to do it by doing it myself? So, hey guys, we are YouTubers, hey guys. And I'm going to look direct into camera to set up Clayton, who is about to do the same on his camera. So, direct to camera, I will say now, over to you, Clayton.
So I'm going to hear a lot from people out there on YouTube and be like, you're a hater. What's with all the hate? You drink some haterade this morning? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Right? But that's not what this is about. Because if you listen to this show, I said on this show that I was rooting for The Rock. There was part of me, and we've watched that trailer together because the trailer was everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he seems like I like this performance from him. Mm-hmm. Right? So I'm not saying all this because I hate The Rock or he was litigious towards us, right? Because if we were angry at everybody who's litigious towards us, then I would never get any sleep at night. I'd just be angry all the time.
Yep.
And so this is just genuinely what's going on right now, is that this is the, like, rock bottom for this gentleman. And, like, he is done.
He's done. And we take no glee in it.
No.
Direct to camera, you basically said you don't take glee in this moment.
No, because here's the thing. Did we want, here's Taylor Swift, $33 million for a YouTube video.
YouTube playlist, not a
Sorry, YouTube playlist, you are right.
Yeah.
Cash money for the theaters. Rock, adult movie, art film, $20 million. I'd be doing a little dance in my seat.
Right.
Because that means that people want to see want to see adult art films in the theater. And if The Rock was their entry point, that's great.
Yeah.
But that didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
This thing sunk. And now he's sunk. Because there's no place for him to go other than Lala's, unfortunately, ex-husband.
Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't work it out.
Those two crazy kids couldn't work it out.
And if they can't, then what
Who?
hope?
What hope do I have? I'm getting off the app, so I'm deleting Hinge right now.
Yeah,
Because
on
I don't
air.
know. Yeah,
You will delete.
I'm
Hinge.
deleting Hinge.
Wow, that's huge for us that this is happening on air. We got another email with a complete other side of the coin from Matt in Maine. So we got.
Wait, no. You said Matt in Maine sent us the other one. This isn't from Matt in Maine.
No, this is not. I'm saying this is a complete other side of the coin from what Matt in Maine.
Oh, I thought you were saying like Matt
Like
Matt in Maine was doing like Two-Face.
No.
He did like one email with the corner on one side, and then the scarred cord came up, and he did the other email.
Yeah. Of course, everyone. Is there anything more dramatic than Two-Face? But we got an email, not from Matt in Maine. Matt in Maine said The Rock is done as a movie star. That's his side of the coin. This side of the coin comes from an emailer called Wanna Boy Blind Mike's Penis. That is the name of this person, and that is the name of that shows up in the email address.
Okay.
So it is Blind Mike's Penis is the person who sent this.
Okay.
So, subject, before you dance on The Rock's grave. 6 million tacking is do. We all know dog doo. However, this is the closest he's come to trying real acting since Walking Tall. Before you dance on his grave, please acknowledge Dwayne actually tried to make a real movie based on original IP as opposed to yet another Things Go Boom flop buster. He tried to make a real movie. The box office results shouldn't matter because for once he actually tried. Don't discourage him from trying. Also, shame on Taylor Swift for making the movies about her equally do album and sucking up all the BO oxygen. She's not a BO savior. She's a BO menace. Sincerely, Wanna BO Boy, Blind Mike's Penis. So,
well, I would like to say if that was truly written by a phallus,
by a genuine walking, talking, writing penis,
then it started out a little rough.
Yep.
But it got smooth. So it figured out how to type.
Yeah.
Which is great. Maybe it used Grammarly. I don't know. But I think that they're falling into that trap that we talked about, is that we're supposed to laud this guy for doing one halfway decent movie in a few decades when he could have been working with great directors when he was at his height and he didn't do it.
Right.
And then guess what happened? He bombed out in the DC universe and he crawled to the art world expecting to dominate there. Right. And he behaved differently because he understood or thought he understood that, oh, if I behave this way, that's going to get these lap dogs to slurp my nuts.
Yeah.
And guess what? Ain't no lap dogs slurping your nuts. And I hate to be crude, but that's just the facts.
Listen, we hate to be crude, and thanks again to emailer Blind Mike's Penis for writing.
Yeah.
And again, we do not want to be crude on this show because that is not who our audience is. Yeah, when you look at what The Rock tried to pull off here, and I think this audience sensed it, and his audience would be the ones who could sense this. He was basically a heel trying to do a babyface turn.
Yes.
That is what this was. As a movie star these last couple of years, The Rock has been a heel. The audience fully rejected him. He was a heel after Jungle Cruise, after especially Black Adam, full, huge Hollywood heel. And he thought that this was going to be, okay, I flipped a switch, now I'm a babyface. And the movie audience said, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You are still a heel.
Yeah.
And that is not what he wants to be right now. But the babyface turn did not work this weekend for The Rock. And I don't know, that's a tough spot to be in, because when the crowd rejects your face turn, then you're kind of up a creek without a paddle.
Yeah, because then you're somebody that they just dislike for real.
Yeah.
It's not somebody you love to hate. This is somebody you hate, period. And that's it. There's no nuance.
Yeah. No, I never want to have to disagree with someone named Blind Mike's Penis, but I think this is the rare occasion where I, too, have to disagree with Blind Mike's Penis.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, that is the story of this weekend, is that The Rock might be done. This movie is going to just sink. I could see it making $1.5 million this weekend too.
There's really, I mean, I'm gonna look ahead. Do we know it opens?
I think there's Kiss of a Spider Woman, Roof Man. Those are the October 10th movies. Oh, and Tron Ares is next.
Oh, that's right. Tron Ares is
Weekend.
next week, and so even though we think that's probably not going to do that well, I think there's going to be a lot of people. So here's what's crazy:
Here's what's crazy.
Jared Leto
Yeah.
is going to have a movie that opens way bigger
Yeah.
than The Rock.
Yeah.
Like, that's the world we live in now.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. And he's got an Oscar.
Oh,
The
that's
Rock will
right.
not
He's got
even
an
ever
Oscar.
get a nomination. Yeah, this is a full-on disaster. I thought maybe as we talk this out, we would talk each other off the ledge, and no, The Rock isn't. He's done. He's done. We are all right to piss on The Rock's movie star grave at this point.
I mean, I'm not ready yet to put him outside the gates
No.
with Chauncey, with Lyle Crocodile, because that's a special sort of, you are just not even at any level. Like, Chad Michael Murray isn't like, oh, I can't wait to work with Chauncey. I can't wait to work with Lyle Crocodile. Lyle Crocodile tries to call Chad Michael Murray, and he ain't answering the phone.
No.
Because he's above them.
Lyle Crocodile went to Croatia on his own dime
to try and get cast.
And could not get work in a Croatian set straight to Redbox action vehicle.
Yeah.
No, The Rock isn't there yet.
No.
Here's where The Rock probably is. He has to get the Jumanji 3 movie fast-tracked.
Will we get an announcement this week?
I think we will. Well, here's the thing.
If you're Jack Black,
you
don't need that shit.
You don't need it.
You're King Koopa. You're whatever. You're Steve. You're fucking Steve.
You're Steve.
This guy is Steve.
Jack Black is maybe the winner of this weekend because The Rock is going to be desperate to get Jumanji 3 announced in deadline. That is his probably most bankable franchise he currently has.
Yes.
Fast and Furious is what that is. That has nothing to do with him at this point, and Jungle Cruise is a nothing. He's got to get Jumanji 3 announced. Jack Black could sit there and say, I have to be the highest paid person in this cast.
Mm-hmm.
I want twice what The Rock is making, or else I don't do it because I got a Mario movie and a Minecraft movie that I could shit out.
And also, does Jack Black want to be associated with Kevin Hart now?
Right.
Because Kevin Hart, number one, is a streamo star.
Right.
Right? That's all he ever does is streamo stuff.
Right.
Or, he does comedy shows for in terrible countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He that's the thing with Kevin Hart is, will he decide to just stay in Saudi Arabia and make movies there? And does he even come back to do a Jumanji movie? Or does The Rock have to go to Saudi Arabia to do his Jumanji 3 with Kevin Hart, and they can't even bring Jack Black into it?
Yeah, and then they cast Fogelman.
Yeah, they cast it. So he might be the big winner this weekend. Is that his name? Dan Fogelman?
Dan Fogelman.
Who's the bootleg Jack Black?
Yeah.
Because that's a very, I think, likely scenario.
Because Josh Gad is no longer, he's a Broadway star.
Yes.
That's his bread and butter.
Yeah. Dan Fogelman will be cast in Jumanji 3, which will be announced later this week.
Yeah.
That is a slam doink.
I mean, I wouldn't go as far as doink, but I think there's a reality where that happens.
Yeah. I think that is the move The Rock has to make, is he's got to put together this deal for a Jumanji 3. They probably are going to do it without Jack Black.
Yeah.
Because I think he's just going to hold out he's got Kung Fu Panda. He could do it anytime. Jack Black does not need these Jumanji.
No, he's got Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda 4 was back as big as any of the other ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is at the height of listen, and Kirk is going to be mad, but Jack Black is a star when
Yes.
it comes to that certain level of entertainment.
Yeah.
And he does not need The Rock weighing him down.
Yeah. So I think that is what's going to happen this week is Jumanji 3 announcement.
Or because it might
Jack
just be
Black.
The Rock saying, we're trying to get it together.
Yeah.
And it's not nobody, it's not legitimate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
him saying, oh yeah, we've been talking about it, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Corey Feldman talking about a Goonies sequel forever or whatever,
Right.
you know? And I mean, now, of course, he's doing the Lucas sequel, and that's going to be huge because we've been waiting for that for years.
Yeah. I think at this point we just cover whatever The Rock's phony movie announcement is to try and save face this week. That will happen. There will be The Rock announces something.
Something's like, yeah.
Yeah. I think it will be Jumanji 3 without Jack Black. Or at least, like you said, announcing that we're in the works. I have a great script that I just read for Jumanji 3.
Yes, absolutely. The damage control is going to be so entertaining.
Yeah. Yeah. So we will cover that as Startober rolls on. So, of course, email us, theboboyspodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on social media at theboboyspod, on Instagram, on TikTok. 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the Substack. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are YouTubers.
Hey, guys.
And, listen. All I could say is watch the next episode of BO Boys.
Watch what happens live.
Yup. Is that a clue? I don't know. You'll see who the guest is next episode. I got nothing else. I'm spent, Clayton.
I finished.
Great.
And Pat, you've said too much.
Okay.
And there's nothing left to be said.
Great.
Except for,
Oh.
until next time, we'll smell you at the box office. Nailed it. Hey, guys.